Hey, champs of Examsnet. Welcome to the question series of Examsnet. Today we'll be solving AFCAT I 24 Feb 2023 solved paper. So this paper is going to have about 100 questions. You know that very well. There are going to be 4 sections. That's English, GK, Maths, and mental ability. So different variety of questions from different sections. I hope you're all set for this. A very best of luck. Let's start with it. And student, before moving further, I would like to recommend our website www.examsnet.com. There you will find out this and many more entrance exam question papers with their detailed explanation. So let's start with this, and you can also download our app. The link is available in the description box. So let's start with the very first question, which is an English question. It says, select the most appropriate synonym for the given word, and the given word is frugal. Options are economical, delicate, splendid, and hungry. There are 4 options. Let's look at the meaning of all the words so that we can be sure of our answer. So the very first word is frugal. Frugal means sparing or economical as regards to money or food. So money or food. And then economical, that means which is not very costly, not very costly. Delicate means very fine in texture or structure, very fine in texture or structure. Splendid means magnificent. Or very impressive. Hungry, what do you mean by hungry? When you are hungry, you want some food. So need of food. Looking at this, you want to find out the most appropriate synonym, that is a similar meaning word for the word frugal. And it's none other than economical. Option A stands to be the correct answer for this problem. Hope you got this. Let's move to the next question, number 2. It says you have to select the most appropriate synonym for the given word in bold, and the word is pompous. Options are infected, arrogant, fake, or celebratory. So let's look at the meaning. First of all, what do you mean by pompous? It means arrogant or self-important. Infected, a person who is ill or got infection of something. And then you have arrogant means something like who's self-obsessed, who's thinking high of himself, someone who always thinks, someone who always thinks high of himself. Fake, artificial. Celebratory means something related to celebration. Celebration. So looking at that, you have to find out the synonym for the word pompous, and it is arrogant. That is option B stands to be the correct answer. Hope you got this. Next is question number 3. Select the most appropriate synonym for the given word, veracity. Options are mendacity, truth, imperfection, or judgment. Let's look at the meaning of the words. So first word, the word for which we have to find out the synonym, that's a similar meaning word. Veracity means the quality of being true or honest. Quality of being true or honest or accurate. For example, we need to check the veracity of his statements before we accuse someone on their basis. Okay, let's look at the first option. So the first option is mendacity, the act of not telling the truth. The truth. Truth, you mean something which is absolutely correct or true. Absolutely right. Imperfection is a fault or weakness. Judgment means an opinion that you have. Opinion that you have or express after thinking carefully about something. After examining something carefully. So, looking at that, you had to find out the synonym of the word veracity, which means the quality of being truth, which means the quality of being true. And obviously, the option is option B, truth. So, here we have the correct answer to the problem. Let's move to the next question, number 4. Select the most appropriate synonym of the given word propensity. Options are rant, vilification, inclination, or bolster. So again, we discuss the meaning of all the words. Let's go. So the given word was propensity. It means an inclination or natural tendency. Natural tendency to behave in a particular way. In a particular way. The first option is rant, which means speak or shout. At length in an angry way. First one, okay, the next one, vilification, it means criticism. Then inclination, a person's natural tendency to urge or to act or feel in a particular way, or you can simply say a disposition, a very simple one, disposition. Bolster, it means a long, thick, a long, thick pillow that is placed under, that is placed under other pillows for support. So, looking at that propensity, which means natural tendency to behave in a particular way, it means option C, inclination. Inclination means a person's natural tendency or urge to act or behave in a particular way, or simply a disposition also. So they are the synonyms. Let's move to the next question, number 5. You have to find the synonym for the word. Next one is sagacious. Options are stagnation, defend, transfer, and wise. Let's look at the meanings. First one. Firstly, we'll discuss the meaning of this given word. There is, okay, means having or showing keen mental discernment and good judgment. So the very first option, that's stagnation, which means a state of not flowing or not moving. State of not flowing or moving. The next one, defend, means resist and attack. Transfer means move from one place to another. The next one, wise, means someone which is having good knowledge, experience, and good judgment. Good knowledge, experience, or judgment. So obviously, the given word has the correct synonym as option D, which is wise. Hope you're clear with this. Next is question number 6. So now is the turn for the antonyms. You have to find out the antonym of the word embellish. Options are perish, disarm, adorn, or disfigure. So let's go with the meanings first of all. Obviously, we will first of all discuss the meaning of the word embellish. Means to make something more beautiful by decorating it. Question number 6, select the most appropriate antonym. Now we have the opposite meaning word for the given word, and it is embellish. Options are perish, disarm, adorn, or disfigure. Let's see the meaning. Embellish means to make something more beautiful by decorating it. Something more beautiful by decoration. Next one is the word perish, which means to die in a violent or sudden way. Disarm means to take away the weapons from someone. To take away the weapons from someone. Adorn means to make more beautiful or attractive. Then you have disfigure, which means to distort or to change the shape. Or to change the shape. You have to find out the antonym for embellish, which means to make something more beautiful. Obviously, the opposite meaning word is disfigure, which is option D. So we got our answer as option D. Next is question number 7. You have to again choose the antonym, and now this time we have the word as ostentatious. The options are unobtrusive, probable, compete, or obstruct. Let's see the meaning of all the words. So, first of all, the given word was ostentatious, which means characterized by pretentious or showy display. Then we have the word unobtrusive, which means not conspicuous or attracting attention. Probable means likely, something which is likely to happen. Then is compete, which means to fight something, fight for something. Obstruct means shut out from view or get in the way. Or get in the way so as to hide from. So as to hide from the sight. Right? So obviously we have to find out the antonym for this word ostentatious, and the given options from these given options, we have option A, unobtrusive, as the correct answer. Hope you got this. Next is question number 8, which says again you have to go for the this antonym, and now this time the word is delusional. Options are pretentious, confused, imaginary, or deranged. So, first of all, delusional means based or have a faulty judgment. Then is the word pretentious, which means trying to appear more serious or important than you really are. Then is confused, which means not able to think clearly. Think clearly. Imaginary means not real. Deranged means mad or insane. So you had to find out the given this antonym for the given word. Delusional. Delusional means having a faulty judgment, and the opposite meaning word over here is option C, imaginary. Hope you got it. Let's move to the next question. Next is question number 9. Select the most appropriate antonym, and the word is gentle. Gentle, something which is very soft or very soft, something like that. And tender also means something very soft or which is very delicate. This refers to the word tender. Pleasant means good, like something soothing, something which is soothing. Then we have lenient, which means not as strict as expected. And then you have the word brutal, which means very cruel. You have to find out the word, opposite word for the gentle, for the word gentle, and it's obviously none other than brutal. Option B stands to be the correct answer to this question. Hope you got this. Let's move to the next question, number 10. Select the most appropriate antonym. So we earlier had 5 questions for synonyms, and this time we are having 5 questions for antonyms. Let's look at the meaning of all the words which are given. The very first word for which we have to find out the antonym is immure. The meaning of this word is enclose or confine someone against will. Against their will. Imprison, to put someone into prison. To put someone into prison. Liberate, to allow someone to be free. Detain, to stop someone from leaving a place. Trap, a clever plan that is designed, a clever plan that is designed to trick someone. So you had to find out the antonym for the given word immure, and the antonym is none other than liberate. So we have option B as the answer to our question. Hope you got this. Let's move to the next question. Question number 11. So we have some directions over here. Given below are some idioms or phrases followed by 4 alternate meanings to each. You have to choose the response A, B, C, D, which is the most appropriate expression, and mark your response in the answer sheet accordingly. So French leave, given the idiom is French leave. What do you mean by French leave? Well, French leave means absent from work, absent from without work without asking for permission. So first option says absent from work without asking for permission in French, asking for permission before leaving work. Obviously not. Work for permission to get leave, absent from work without asking for permission. So D is the appropriate one because it is saying particularly in French. No, French leave, this is an idiom. So option D stands to be the correct answer to the problem. Hope you got this. Let's write down a sentence also to understand this one more clearly. I think I will take a French leave this afternoon and go for a movie. Right? So I hope you got this well. Let's move to the next question, number 12. It says you have to select the alternative which with the correct meaning of the given idiom or phrase. And it is dark horse. We have the four options. Dark horse means a person with bad reputation. Dark horse means sad and depressed, an enemy or an unexpected winner. Well, dark horse means something they came out with winner which was very unexpected. So clearly the meaning for this idiom is an unexpected winner. Someone came out to be the winner, though he was very unexpected. So clearly option D stands to be the correct answer. Let's write an example also for the same. Sometimes a dark horse unexpectedly wins an election. So clearly we have option D as the answer to our problem. Let's move to the next question, number 13. So in this question, you have to find out direction is given. In the questions, four alternatives are given for the idiom phrase in bold. You have to choose the alternative which best expresses the meaning of the idiom phrases in the bold. And it is to show a clean pair of heels. Options are to hide, to escape, to pursue, or to follow. This idiom means to leave one's competitors behind or outrun them. For example, let's see the example so that we can be sure of what the answer is. The thief showed his victim a clean pair of heels. So looking at that, I think you are sure our answer is option B, escape. So to escape is the correct answer to this idiom. Hope you got this. Next is question number 14. Select the most appropriate meaning of the given idiom and phrases. A sine qua non. It means to keep a distance without any result, frequently, or an essential condition. Well, this definitely means an essential condition. This is the most appropriate meaning of the given word. Let's write a sentence to clarify it further. A healthy individual is a sine qua non for a healthy society, right? Hope you got this. All right, so we have option D as the answer to this problem. Hope you got this. Next is question number 15. Again, we have idiom and phrase, and this time that is a bear with a sore head. So you have four options: a stupid person, a bad-tempered person, a wild bear, or to be in bad health. A bear with a sore head, it means to be in a bad mood that causes you would treat other people badly or and complained a lot. Let's see a meaning also. You are a bad bear with a sore head. Sorry, you are like a bear. You are like a bear with a sore head this morning. So looking at that, I think you already got the answer. What our answer is, it's bad-tempered. Option B stands to be the correct answer to this question. Hope you got this. Next is question number 16. You have to find out the most appropriate one-word substitution for the given words. Act of giving up the throne. We have four options: adulation, addiction, admiration, or abdication. Abdication. So let's look at the meaning of all the words one by one. Adulation means excessive admiration or praise. Excessive praise. Addiction means the fact of being addicted to a particular thing or activity or anything to like maybe drugs or something, particular activity or a thing. Admiration, respect, and warm approval. Abdiction, an act of renouncing the throne. So, act of giving up the throne, it means nothing but abdication. So, option D stands to be the correct answer to the problem. Hope you got this. Let's move to the next question. Question number 17. Select the most appropriate one-word substitution for the group of words. A person or follower who assists a priest in performing certain religious activities. You have the options as acolyte, Catholic, amateur, atheist. Let's look at the meaning of all the words. First one, acolyte. It's a person or follower who assists a priest in performing religious activities. Number two, Catholic means it actually includes a wide variety of things. Amateur, a person who doesn't have skill to do something. To do something. Then atheist is a person who disbelieves or lacks belief in God. Looking at that, a person or follower who assists a priest in performing certain rituals is none other than our option A, that's acolyte. So we have option A as the correct answer to the question. Hope you got this one. Let's move to the next question, number 18. So you have to find out the error in this question, find out the error, no error, and indicate your response in the form of A, B, C, D. And the answer sheet, let's read it. The first one says, on a holiday, I prefer watching movies than meeting friends. So this is the one. Let's read it. It says, on a holiday, I prefer watching movies than meeting friends. The erroneous part in the sentence is than over here. Whenever we are saying like words like prefer, junior, senior, etc., then we prefer the preposition to instead of than. So the correct passage should be on a holiday, I prefer watching movies to meeting friends. Therefore, this is the part of the sentence which contains an error, and option C is the correct answer. Hope you got that. Next is question number 19. Again, the same thing. You have to find out the erroneous part in the sentence. It says he is the most tallest student in the class. So obviously, when we are doing the comparison, we are saying tallest. There is no need of the word most. We have to remove the word most from the most tallest, and only the tallest will do the work what it wants to say in the sentence. So it will be he is the tallest student in the class. Most is the erroneous part in the sentence, and looking at that, we have option B as the answer to this question. Hope you got it again. Next is question number 20. Each item in this section has a sentence with multiple parts. You have to find out the error, no error, and indicate your response in the form of A, B, C, D on the answer sheet. So old habits, A, die, hardly, no error. Which part contains the error? Obviously, it is hardly. So over here, the word hardly should be replaced by the word hard. Hard means solid, firm, rigid, which is not easily broken, bent, or changed, something like that. So we can say old habits die hard. Therefore, option C stands to be the correct answer. Next is question number 21. So we have a para over here. Let's read the para. It says, read the passage given below, answer the questions that follow. The first is, let's read the paragraph. The habit of reading is one of the greatest resources of mankind. We enjoy reading books that belong to us much more than if they are borrowed. A borrowed book is like a guest at the house. In the house, it must be treated with punctiliousness, with certain considerate formality. You must see that it sustains no damage. It must not suffer while under your roof. You cannot leave it carelessly. You cannot mark it. You cannot turn down the pages. You cannot use it familiarly. But your own books belong to you. You treat them with the affectionate intimacy that annihilates formality. Books are for use, not for show. A good person for making favorite pages in the books is that this practice enables you to remember more easily the significant things, to refer to them quickly. Everyone should begin collecting a private library in youth. One should have one's own bookshelves, which should not have doors, glass windows, or keys. They should be free, accessible to hand as well as to the eye. Books are of people, by the people, and for the people. Literature is an immortal part of the history. It is the best and the most enduring part of personality. So now, looking at that, let's read the question number 21. It is asking you, according to the passage of the book, a borrowed book is like what? A guest in the house, a relative, host, or neighbor. Well, let's look at the passage. It's clearly mentioned a borrowed book is like a guest in the house. So we have the clear winner, option A, as the answer to the question. Hope you got that. Next is question number 22. According to the passage, books are more enjoyable when they are in the library, borrowed, in bookshops, or in personal possessions. Clearly, when we read the question, the passage, it said you, but your own books belongs to you. You can treat them with affectionate intimacy that annihilates formality. Books are for use, not for show. So all these things show that which books are more enjoyable, that are in your personal possession, rather than which are in the library or which are borrowed or anything like that in the bookshops. The personal books, they are always more enjoyable. You can treat them, you can use them as per your convenience. So option D is the correct answer. Next is question number 23. You have to find out the correct synonym for the given word in the bold, and this is the given word. Punctilious. The options are humanity, dishonesty, meticulous, or maltreatment. Well, let's look at the meaning of the word. First, the word for which we have to find out the synonym is punctilious. This means showing great attention to detail or correct behavior. Humanity means something like relating to being human. Dishonesty means not being honest. Meticulous means marked by extreme or excessive care in the consideration. So next one is maltreatment, which means something relating to being violent or cruel. So you have to find out the synonym for the word punctilious, which means showing great attention to detail. And the correct synonym for that is option C, meticulous. So we have option C as the answer to the question. Hope you got that one. Next is question number 24. So here is the para again, and you have to answer this question. There are 5 blanks, and you have to answer the 5 blanks according to these 5 this passage, right? So let's read it. Its first blank says it's important to remember that overweight and obesity dash some of our most vulnerable children in struggling communities. Options are affect, effect, result, or cause. Let's look at the meaning of all the words. First one is affect, which means to have an effect or make a difference. Effect means a change as a result of some action. Result means an outcome, and cause means reason of some event. So, okay, it is important to remember that overweight and obesity dash affect. Here is the correct word as affect. That's option A. So it is, let's read it again. It's important to remember that overweight and obesity affect some of our most vulnerable children in struggling communities. So option A is the correct answer. Next is question number 25. We have to fill in the blank number 2. It's saying you far dash being the result of laziness, ignorance, and irresponsible decisions on the part of children, or far for, no, obviously for is not the correct one. Far from, yes, far from being the, far off being the, far below being the, nothing is correct. See, the sentence over here points out the cause of obesity in children. It rejects the idea of laziness and irresponsible decisions of children and their caregivers behind obesity and highlights the main cause responsible for it. So the phase will be far from, which means tending to the opposite of what is expected, what is expected. So option B is the correct answer. Hope you got that one. Next is question number 26. So blank number 3, dash. Okay, let's read it here. Ignorance or irresponsible decisions on the part of children, or dash caregivers. Or him caregivers? No. Its caregivers? No. It's used for non-living things. Their caregivers? Yes. Because children, we are talking about the plural over here. Children are plural, so there will be used. His is not used because it's used for singular. Children, we are talking about the plural. Therefore, option C is the correct answer. Next is question number 27. We have to fill in blank number 4 this time. It largely results from a vicious combination dash financial, social, physical barriers. Of financial, social, physical barriers to financial, social, physical barriers with or into. Looking at that, it is obviously, I think you already know, it is of. of the appropriate preposition that will be filled in the blank when we have to combine two or more things over here is of. So caregiver, it largely results from a vicious combination of financial, social, and physical barriers. Option A. Next is question number 28. So blank number 5, barriers dash prevent communities from eating well. Who prevent communities from eating well? No. Whom? Whom is for singular, so no. This is even not correct. It prevent communities from eating well. No. That prevents communities from eating well. The most appropriate conjunction for this blank is that. Who and whom, they are mainly used for people, and they are, of course, not a conjunction. So they are out of the question, and we have option D as the answer to this question. Hope you got this. Let's move to the next question. Question number 29, you have to fill in the blank with the most appropriate answer. The judge directed the police to the case. Look up, look over, look away, or look on. Well, let's look at the meaning of all the words. The first option is look up, which means to search for and find a piece of and find some information. The second one, look over, means inspect something with a view to establish its merits. With a view to establish its merits. Look away means avoid or avert one's case. And the last one, look on means to watch something happening without taking any action. Without taking any action. So you have to find out the most appropriate word to fill in the fill in the blank with the most appropriate answer. And over here, the blank was actually the judge directed dash police to dash the case. The judge directed police to dash the case to look up. Yes, to look up the case. You can't use look over because see, look over means inspect something with a view to establish its merits. So it won't work over here. Look away something to move away from that, and look on is also not the appropriate one to fill over here. So the very appropriate one over here is look up. The judge directed the police to look up the case. Here is option A as the correct answer, because over here the judge wanted the police to search for some piece of information. Hope you got this thing. Let's move to the next question. Next is question number 30. You have to fill in the blank with the most appropriate answer. In morning, I go dash through, at, by, of the headlines of the newspaper. So there are 4 options. Let's try and fill what will be the correct one. In the morning, I go through, that's option A, the headlines of the newspaper. I go at the headlines of the newspaper. I go by the headlines of the newspaper, or I go off the headlines of the newspaper. See, over here, the most appropriate one to fill in the blank is option A, through. Through is the most appropriate answer. To go through something means to search through or to examine something. To search through or examine something, especially methodologically. Methodically. So we have option A, through, as the correct answer to the question. In the morning, I go through the headlines of the newspaper. Next is question number 31. Who is recently appointed 50th Chief Justice of India? Justice Nathupati Venkatarama Ramana, Justice Uday Umesh Lalit, Justice D.Y. Chandrachud, or Justice Deepak Mishra? Well, the correct answer to this question is option C, Justice Deepak Mishra. Justice D.Y. Chandrachud. On 9th November, Dhananjaya Yashwant Chandrachud was sworn in as 50th Chief Justice of India. So here we have option C as the correct answer to our problem. I hope you got this. Next is question number 32. It says, to oppose which of the following acts people gathered at Jallianwala Bagh? Government of India Act 1915 or Rowlatt Act, or Government of India Act 1919 or Hindu Inheritance Act 1928. Well, before discussing the answer, the incident of Jallianwala Bagh took place on 14th April 1919 in Amritsar. It occurred on the day of Baisakhi, when a large crowd gathered at Jallianwala Bagh to protest against the Rowlatt Act. That's option B. Hence, we have a correct answer as this. This was a very cruel act done by the British of India, British at India. So it is remembered till today. Next is question number 33. Students, before moving on to this question, I would like to recommend that please visit our website www.examsnet.com. There you will find this and many more entrance exam question papers. You can also download our app. The link is available in the description box. So let's move to the next question, which says, on which date did the famous Dandi March happen? Is it 12th March 1930, 29 March 1930, 10 March 1930, or 15 March 1930? So we have the same year. You are very much sure of it. And the date is which of these options? Well, the famous Dandi March, also known as Salt Satyagraha, started on 12th March 1930 from Sabarmati Ashram and completed on 6th April 1930. Since the question is, when did the famous Dandi March happen? It's option A, 12th March. Hope you got this. Next question number 34. Which of the following instrument is used to measure blood pressure? Stethoscope, manometer, spigamanometer, or hygrometer? Well, the correct answer to the question is option C. This instrument is used to measure blood pressure, which actually measures that blood is flowing in the vessels. What is the pressure with which the blood is flowing in the vessels in the human body? Hope you got this. Next question. Question number 35. Which amongst the following players was awarded the Golden Boot in FIFA World Cup 2022? Mohamed Salah, Son Heung-min, Lionel Messi, or Kylian Mbappe? The correct answer, I think everybody must be knowing this. It's France, Kylian Mbappe. He won the Golden Boot award at Qatar 2022, courtesy his hat trick in final. Lionel Messi finished second with the 7 goals. Actually, Mbappe had 8 goals in the whole, and Messi had 7. So Messi finished at the second place for this, and Mbappe won the Golden Boot thanks to the hat trick in the final of the FIFA World Cup 2022 in Qatar, but ended up on the losing side. So not worries. Still, we have the answer. The correct answer to the question is option D, Mbappe. Hope you got this. Let's move to the next question. Question number 36. Which article of Indian Constitution deals with the president rule? Article 356, 352, 368 or 360? The correct answer is 356 article. According to Indian Constitution, Article 356 states that if state government is unable to function as per constitutional provisions, the president rule can be implemented. Can be implemented. Article 356 has always been the focal point of wider debate of the federal structure of government or in Indian policy. So we have option A as the correct answer to this question. Hope you got this. Next is question number 37. What is the value of escape velocity? There are 4 options given. You have to find out the correct answer. Before telling the correct answer, what is escape velocity? It is the minimum velocity needed for an object to escape from the gravitational influence. It is an ideal velocity, or it's an ideal speed. The value of escape velocity is 11.2 kilometers per second. So we have option A as the correct answer to this problem. Hope you got this. Let's move to the next question. Question number 38. Which of the following is not an OPEC founding country? Actually, there's a correction in the question. The options, according to the options, the question should be which of the following is an OPEC founding country. So there are 4 options: Indonesia, Russia, Nigeria, and Venezuela. The organization, what is OPEC? It is Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries. That's OPEC. It was founded in Baghdad, Iraq, with signing of an agreement in September 1960 by 5 countries, 5 namely Islamic countries, which is first one is Islamic Republic of India, sorry, not Republic of India, Republic of Iran, Iraq, Kuwait, Saudi Arabia, and Venezuela. They were to become the founder members of the organization. So that means option D, Venezuela, is the correct answer to our question. These countries were later on joined by Qatar in 1961. And then we had Indonesia also, Russia, Nigeria. They were later on joined, these countries later on joined in this forum. So we have Venezuela as the founding country for the OPEC. We have option D as the correct answer. Let's move to the next question, number 39. Yoga. What is the theme of Yoga Day 2022? Is it yoga for harmony or and peace, yoga for wellness, yoga for health, or yoga for humanity? Well, the theme of the Yoga Day 2022, which was celebrated on 21st of June 2022, was Yoga for Humanity. Yoga is universal, can be practiced anywhere, anytime, at any time, and by anyone, irrespective of age, gender, irrespective of age, gender, culture, and nationality. So we have option D, Yoga for Humanity, as the correct answer to the question. Hope you got this. Let's move to the next question. Question number 40. Which country manufactured the Sea Dome air defense system? Israel, Russia, USA, or France? Well, the correct answer is option A, Israel manufactured Sea Dome air defense system. The Sea Dome is a sea-borne configuration of the Iron Dome system that Israel has used on land, to intercept thousands of rockets and other threats over the last decade. Israel Aerospace Industries, ELTA, makes a radar, and Empress is the command and control system manufacturer. So we have option A, Israel, as the correct answer to this problem. Hope you got this. Let's move to the next question. Question number 41. Recently, Jose Ramos Horta was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize. He was the prime minister of which of these countries? East Timor, Cuba, Jamaica, or Honduras? Well, if we talk about Jose Ramos Horta, he was a former prime minister of East Timor. He was awarded with the Nobel Peace Prize in 1996, along with Bishop Carlos Philip, in recognition of their work toward a just and peaceful solution to the conflict in the country. So we have option A as the answer to this problem, that is East Timor. So I hope you got this. Next is question number 42. BrahMos extended version is test fired from which of the following jets? Is it MiG-21? Is it Rafale, Mirage 2000, Su-30, MKI? The correct answer to the question is option D, Su-30, MKI. In 2022, Su-30 MKI fired BrahMos missile successfully. So we have option D as the correct answer to the problem. Hope you got this. Next is question number 43. Who won the 75 kg Women National Boxing Championship? Mary Kom, Jigyasa Rajput, Pooja Nayak, or Glavlina Borgohain? The correct answer to the question, any guesses? Well, yes, it is option D, Glavlina Borgohain. She defeated Australia's Kathleen Parker in 75 kg final to win the gold medal at the World Women's Boxing Championship in New Delhi. With Lavnina's performance, India matched its 2006 count for 4 gold medals and concluded its campaign in World Women's Boxing Championship at K.D. Jadhav Hall on a bright note. So we have option D as the correct answer to the problem. Hope you got this. Next, move to the next question, number 44. Which of the following joint military exercise is conducted between India and Seychelles? Corpat, Symbiotes, La Mete, or hand-in-hand exercise? Well, the correct answer to the question is option C, the 9th edition of the joint military exercise La Mete, La Mete 2022 between Indian Army and Seychelles Defense System, that is SDF. It was held from March 22 Question number 44. Which of the following joint military exercises is conducted between India and Seychelles? Corporate, Symbiotes, La Mete, and hand-in-hand exercise. Well, the 9th edition of the joint military exercise La Mete 2022 between Indian Army and Seychelles Defense Forces, that's SDF, was held from March 2022 to 31 March 2022. Yeah. Sorry, this is actually from March 22 to March 31, 2022. At Seychelles Defense Academy, Seychelles, the Indian Army contingent will be represented was represented by 2x3 Gorkha Rifles Group. So we have option C as the correct answer to the problem. Hope you got this. Let's move to the next question, number 45. Where is Mount Kilimanjaro located? Is it South Africa, Tanzania, Uganda, or Somalia? Well, Mount Kilimanjaro is a dormant volcano located in Kilimanjaro region of Tanzania. It has 3 volcanic cones. 3 volcanic cones named Kibo, Mawenzi, and Shira. It is the highest mountain in Africa and the highest single freestanding mountain above sea level in the world, having 5,895 meters above the sea level. And about 4,900 meters above its plateau base. It is the highest volcano in Africa and the Eastern Hemisphere. So we have option B as the answer to our question. Hope you got this. Let's move to the next question. Question number 46. In which of the following state India's first Lavender Festival was organized? Nagaland, Jammu and Kashmir, Sikkim, or Kerala? Well, Union Minister Jitendra Singh on June 4 inaugurated the 2-day Lavender Festival in Jammu and Kashmir, Bhadrawa Valley, and said the Union Territory has emerged as the lavender capital of India. Lavender capital of India and a prominent agri startup destination. So we have option B, Jammu and Kashmir, as the answer to this question. Hope you got this. Next is question number 47. Which of the following is a special Air Force, Special Force of the Air Force, Parachute Regiment, Garud Commando, NSG Commando, or Cobra Commando? Well, the correct answer is Garud Commando Force. This force is a special forces unit of Indian Air Force, IAF, Indian Air Force. It was formed on September 2000 in September 2004 and has a current strength of 1500 personals. The unit derives its name from Garud, which is a divine bird-like creature in Hindu culture. Garud forces are tasked for the protection of critical Air Force bases and installations. Search and rescue and disaster relief during calamities. In 2004, Garuds were deployed in Congo as a part of UN peacekeeping operations. So we have option B, Garud Commando Force, as the answer to this question. Hope you got this. Let's move to the next question, number 48. As per the Indian Constitution, who among the following is the guardian of the fundamental rights? Is it Supreme Court or Election Commission or President or Parliament? Well, the correct answer, Supreme Court. Supreme Court is the guardian of fundamental rights as it is a central authority body and is responsible for protecting citizens' fundamental rights. Protecting citizens' fundamental rights. So we have Supreme Court, that is option A as the answer to this question. Hope you got this. Let's move to the next question. Question number 49. What colors do plant absorb most? Is it blue and red, red and yellow, yellow and green, or red and green? Question number 49. What colors do plants absorb most? Is it blue and red, red and yellow, yellow and green, or red and green? Well, the correct answer is blue and red. The blue and red parts of the spectrum are effective to satisfy these parts of spectrum are very effective to satisfy energy requirements of the plants. Hence plants absorb these two colors more than any other color. Hence we have option B, A, that is blue and red as the correct answer to the question. Hope you got this. Next is question number 50. Which of the following statements is incorrect regarding cathode ray? Cathode rays can travel in a straight line. Number 2, cathode rays are ionized gases. Number 3, cathode rays can heat the material they fall on, or cathode rays cannot penetrate through thin foil metals. Well, if we talk about the cathode rays, let's talk a bit about them. Cathode rays are stream of electrons leaving negative electrode, that is cathode, in a discharge tube containing a gas at low pressure. Containing a gas at low pressure, or electrons emitted by a heating filament in certain electron tubes. So If we talk about cathode rays, they can travel in straight line, they can ionize gases, they can heat the material they fall on, and they can penetrate. This is wrong. They can penetrate through thin foil, metal foils. So we have option D as the incorrect part of this question. Hope you got this. Next is question number 51. Where is the National Defense College situated in India? Is it Dehradun or New Delhi or Hyderabad or Noida? Well, the correct answer, the National Defense College is located in New Delhi. It is a defense service training institute and highest seat of strategic learning for officers of the defense service and the civil services. It's a prestigious course attended only by a few handpicked defense officers of one-star rank and civil servants of the rank of Joint Secretary to the Government of India. Each year, approximately 25 officers from friendly foreign countries like US, UK, Canada, France, let's name them Canada, France, Germany, Australia, Vietnam, Sri Lanka, Nepal, UAE, and others attend the course. So we have this option B, that is New Delhi. National Defense College is situated in New Delhi as the correct answer to the problem. Hope you got this. Let's move to the next question. Question number 52. Nirmaljeet Singh Sekho was rewarded Paramveer Chakra for which war? Indo-Pakistan War of 1965, Indo-Pakistan War of 1971, 1962 Indian-Chinese War, or Kargil War? Well, the correct answer is option B, Indo-Pakistani War of 1971. Nirmaljeet Singh Sekho was awarded Paramveer Chakra for this war. He was awarded this award, Paramveer Chakra, which is India's highest military decoration, in recognition of his lone defense of Srinagar Air Base, flying a gnat against Sabers during a Pakistani air raid on Indo-Pakistani War of 1971. So we have this option B as the answer to this question. Hope you got this. Let's move to the next question number 53. What is the name of Saina Nehwal's autobiography? But Serious, an autobiography, A Life in Words, memoirs, or Playing to Win, My Life on and Off Court, or Playing It My Way? Correct is Playing to Win, My Life on and Off Courts. Playing to Win. In this, she talks about her childhood, growing up years, her relationship with the most important people in her life, the ups and downs of a celebrated career, from district level wins to the Olympics, and the sacrifices needed to succeed in any sport. So, Playing to Win is the correct answer to the question, that is option C. Hope you got this. Next, question number 54. Which of the following national parks is a UNESCO World Heritage Site? Jim, Simplipal, Periyar, or Valley of Flower? Well, it's Valley of Flower. Valley of Flowers National Park is an Indian national park which was established in 1982. It is located in Kamoli in the state of Uttarakhand. And is known for its meadows of endemic alpine flowers and a variety of flora. This richly diverse area is also home to rare and endangered animals, including some rare leopards, bears, deers, and brown bear, red fox, blue sheep, and number of them. Birds found in the park, they include Himalayan monal and other high altitude birds. So we have Valley of Flowers as the answer to this question. That is option D. Hope you got this. Next, question number 55. Who among the following officers hold his office during the pleasure of the president? Chairman of Rajya Sabha, Vice Chairman of Niti Ayog, Governor, or Speaker of Lok Sabha? Well, the correct answer is Governor. The governor shall hold office during the pleasure of president. It is the let's talk. This is actually the term of office of governor. The first one is the governor shall, who is like governor. Governor shall hold his office during the pleasure of president. Second, the governor may, by writing under his hand addressed to the president, resign his office, expiration of his term, continue to hold office until his successor enters upon his office. So, governor is a representative of the center in the state and holds his office during the pleasure of the president. Therefore, we have option C as the answer to this question. Hope you got this. Let's move to the next. Question number 56. What is the angle between the minute and hour hand of a clock when the clock is showing you the time as 4:20? So, see, the clock is showing you at the time as 4:20. Now, let's look at the question. We have a simple calculation of time in a clock. We know that the hour hand of the clock completes one rotation. Hour hand completes one rotation in 12 hours. That is angle traced by the hour hand in 12 hours is 360 degree, and the angle traced by hour hand in 4 hours 20 minutes will be equal to, see, 4 hour 20 minutes, this actually can be written as 420 upon 60, which is 41 upon 3, or this is 13 upon 3. So this is the angle traced is 360 divided by 12 multiplied by 13 upon 13. So this will be going on 120, 10, that is equal to 130 degree. We also know that, so this is for the hour hand, right? We also know that the minute hand of the clock completes one rotation in 60 minutes. So, angle traced by minute hand in 60 minutes is equal to 360 degree, right? Now, the angle traced by minute hand in 20 minutes will be equal to 20 upon 60 into 360. That will be 120 degree, right? So the angle between the two hands of the clock, angles between the two hands of the clock will be equal to 130 minus 120, that is equal to 10 degrees. So let's check what we have in the answer. We have option C as the correct answer to the question. Hope you got this. Let's move to the next question. Question number 57. 1074 till the time minus 62. Then you have to find a number from the right. 11th number from the right. So you know one thing in an AP, if you are taking the series from the last, you have to find out the 11th number from the right. That is from the last number, last position. You have to find out the 11th number. So in an AP, nth term from the last is AN is equal to L minus N minus 1 into D, where this AN is the last term. Sorry, it is the last term, not the last term, it is the nth term from the last. Nth term from the last. L stands to be your last term and D is your common difference. Right? So here, over here, let's move with the solution. Here we are given the last term to be minus 62 and first term is 10. This is the last term. First term is equal to 10. Common difference, if see 10, 7 minus 10 actually, this is equal to minus 3. So over here we got all the things. Sorry, it's D. So over here we got all the things, right? We know that n term from the last is given as AN is equal to L minus N minus 1 into D. Let's fill in the values. We have to find out the 11th term. Now, 11th term from the right means 11th term from the last is A11 is equal to L is minus 62 minus 11 minus 1 and D is minus 3. So minus 62 minus of 10 multiplied by minus 3 gives you minus 30. This comes out to be minus 62 plus 30. That is minus 32. So 11th term from the last is minus 32. And let's check out. We have option A as the correct answer to this problem. Hope you got this. Let's move to the next question, number 58. So the sum of 3,200 rupees invested at 10% per annum compounded quarterly amounts to this much. You have to find out the time period. So let's go. Let's write down what things are given. Principal is given to you as 3,200. The rate is 10%. Amount is given to you as 3,362 rupees. You know the formula, it's compounded quarterly. Now, two things. First of all, compounded, and the second thing, it's quarterly. So what is the formula for that? Compounded quarterly formula. Amount is equal to principal 1 plus rate upon 400 raised to power 4 into time. Right? Let's go. Let's fill in the values. You are given the amount as 3,362 is equal to principal is 3,200. 1 plus rate is 10% and time is 40. Let's go further. This will be 3,362 divided by 3,200 is equal to, sorry, this is 400 because it's quarterly compounded. And this one will be 41 by 40 raised to power 40. So let's say this will cancel out at 2 and you will have 1681 upon 1600 is equal to 41 upon 40 raised to power 40. This can be written as 41 square and 40 square. So this is 41 upon 40 square is equal to 41 upon 40 raised to power 40. So 2 is equal to 40 on comparing the past. From here, you will have the value of t is equal to 1 by 2. So that means the time is equal to half year. Hope you got this. Let's check what we have, and the answer is option B. Half means 0.5. So option B stands to be the correct answer to the problem. Hope you got this. Next is question number 58. We fold and make a circle from it. So we fold and there's something missing. Okay, let's see. We fold and make a circle from it. So the area of the circle is this much. Now we make an equilateral triangle. Then we find out the circumference of that triangle. So see what we are given, that we fold and make a circle of it so that the area of the circle is this. So area of circle is 616 centimeters square. Now we have made an equilateral triangle of it. Okay, let's discuss some formulas before moving further with the question. First of all, area of circle is pi r squared and circumference of circle with radius r is 2 pi r. So as the area of the circle is this much, area of circle is 616. That means pi r square is this. So r square is equal to 616 upon pi, that is equal to 616, like this. So it will come out to be r square is equal to 196, or r is equal to 14 centimeter. Now the circumference will be 2 pi r, that is equal to 2 pi r, which will be equal to 88 centimeter. So this is what you needed to find, right? You have to find out the circumference of the circle. You were given the area. There was a sheet of paper or something. So you just folded and you made a circle. And the area of the circle came out to be this. And then you made an equilateral triangle. Then we made an equilateral triangle and find the circumference of that circle. So this is just an additional information. We didn't use anywhere equilateral triangle. There was no use of it in the question. We just needed to find out the circumference of that circle. And the circumference came out to be 88 centimeters. So option D stands to be the correct answer to the question. Hope you got this. Next is question number 60. Students, before moving to this, here's a quick reminder that please visit our website www.examsnet.com. You can also download our app. The link is given in the description box. Here you will find not only this, but a variety of other entrance exam question papers as well. So you can explore them at your own pace. Now let's read the question. It says A can complete a piece of work in 4 days. B takes double the time taken by A. C takes double that of B and D takes double that of C to complete the same task. They are paired in groups of 2 each. One pair takes 2/3 the time needed by the second pair to complete the work. Which is the first pair? Okay, so which is the first pair? That means who completes it in the minimum possible time. Okay, so see, let's understand the whole calculation part first. Now it says it starts with A completes the work in 4 days. A takes 4 days to complete the work. Now B takes double the time taken by A. So how much time B will take? 4 twos are 8 days. C takes double the time that of B. So it's going to take 16 days, and D takes that double the time that of C, and that means it's going to take 32 days, right? They are paired in the group of 2. One pair takes 2/3 the time needed by the second pair to complete the work. So now to understand the whole problem, to solve the whole problem, let's see the total work. So to measure, let total work be. So to be on the easier side, what we will be doing? We'll be taking the LCM of 4, 8, 16 and 32. And this is 64. So we are assuming, this is just, we are supposing the total work units are 64. Now why we are taking the LCM? So that it can be easier with the calculations. Okay. Now let's go with the speed of everyone. So speed of A, it is 64 divided by 4. That comes out to be 64 units per day. Speed of B, 64 divided by 4, that is 8 units per day. Speed of C, speed of D. Speed of C is equal to 4 units per day, and this is equal to 2 units per day. From the given options, we need to find 2 pairs in such a way that the speeds are in the ratio 3 is, we need speed in ratio of 3 is to 2. note that if I'm adding A and D, note, let's try it. If I'm adding A and D, that is equal to 18. D plus C, that will be 12. And the ratio over here, in this case, in both the cases, is going to be 3:2 only. So this is the only possible case. So the first pair is A and D, and the second pair is B and C. That means, which is the first pair? That is A and D. So option C stands to be the correct answer to this question. Okay, so we had to find out of these pairs, which pair is the first one. And three, like which will take 3:2. So which will take the twice the time taken by the second pair. So option C stands to be the correct answer to the problem. Hope you got this. Next is question number 61. A tire has two punctures. First puncture alone would have made the tire flat in 9 minutes, and the second alone would have done it in 6 minutes. If air leaks out at constant rate, how long does it take both the punctures together to make it flat? All right. So over here, you are given that in the first minute. See, first puncture can make the tire flat in 9 minutes. Right. So in 1 minute, first puncture can make 1/9 tire flat, right? Now it's saying the second puncture alone would have made it flat in 6 minutes. So for second puncture would have done it flat in 6 minutes. So in 1 minute, second puncture would have made it flat in 1/6, right? 1/6 of the tire would have been flat. Together, if air leaks out at constant rate, how long does it take if both punches together make the tire flat? So together, in 1 minute, both punctures can make 1/9 plus 1/6, that is equal to 15/54 tire flat. So the time taken by both the punches to make the whole tire flat, time taken by both the punctures to make the whole flat of tire flat is 54/15, which is equal to 18/5. So this is the time, 18/5 minutes to make the whole tire flat. Let's check what we have in the option. We have option A as the correct answer to the problem. Hope you got this. Next, question number 62. Difference between compound interest and simple interest on 1200 rupees. So we are given the principal to be 1200 rupees. Time is 1 year. Rate 10% compounded per annum, calculated half yearly is. So time, now it's compounded half, calculated actually half yearly. This is important. Right? See, now we have to discuss about two things. That is, first is the simple interest. Let's go over here. And for compound interest, let's go over here. You have the formula for this as interest is equal to principal, which is 1200. Time is 1 year, like, so you will simply say it half yearly. See, it will be 1/2 into 2. So I'm just taking it as 1 only over here, the time, right? And the interest rate is 10. So this is whole divided by 100, which comes out to be 120 rupees. This is for the simple interest. And let's go with the compound interest. So over here, compound interest, the formula is amount is equal to 1 plus rate upon 200 raised to power 2t if it's compounded, half yearly. So this is equal to 1200, 1 plus 10 upon 100, 200 raised to power 2. This is 1200 and this comes out to be, yes, it is 21 by 20 raised to power 2. Which on solution will give you 1200 into 21 upon 20, 21 upon 20, that is equal to 1323 rupees. So compound interest will be equal to 1323 minus 1200, that is equal to 123 rupees. So you have to find out the difference between the two. The difference between two is equal to, one, this is equal to, 123 minus 120, that is equal to 3 rupees. So the difference between the two is equal to 3 rupees. Hence, we have option C as the correct answer to the problem. Hope you got this. Let's move to the next question, number 63. The cost of fencing a square field with the rate of rupees 20 per meter is this much. How much will it cost to lay a 3-meter wide pavement along the fencing inside at the rate of 50 rupees per square meter? So you are given that the total fencing cost is a square field with the rate of this. So you are given this is a rate of fencing rupees 20 per meter, and total cost came out to be rupees 10,080, right? So according to this total cost of fencing, so from here we can say the perimeter came out to be 1080 divided by 20, which is equal to 504 meters. This is the perimeter of the square field. So if the perimeter is this, we can easily find out, perimeter, this is equal to 4 into side. So 4 into side is equal to 504 meters. So side is equal to 504 divided by 4. It comes out to be 126 meters. Now, one more thing. How much will it cost? Now, this is the second thing. Okay, I'm just solving it here. How much will it cost to lay a 3-meter wide pavement? So pavement width of pavement is equal to 3 meters. So length of the inner square see, this was the square, right? And there is a 3-meter pavement inside. So this is 3 and this is 3. Total, how much will I deduct? 6. 3 plus 3 is 6. So it came out to be 120 meters. So we got the length of the inner square, correct? Hope this thing is clear to you. What do we have to find out? Fencing inside the field at the rate of rupees 50 per square meter. So the area of pavement, see, per square meter, that means we are talking about the area. Area of pavement will be equal to area of outer minus inner square, correct? Outer square area, it is equal to 126 square because the length of the outer square is 126 and the inner square length is 120. So it's 120 square. So this is something a square minus b square. I have 120, 126 plus 120 and 126 minus 120, which is equal to, this is equal to 246 multiplied by 6, which will give me 1476 meter square. This is the area of the pavement. Now, what is the total cost? Of pavement. This is equal to 1476 multiplied by 50, which will be equal to 73,800 rupees. So this is the answer to our problem. Let's check. We have option B as the correct answer to this problem. Hope you got this. Next question number 64. In a box carrying 1 dozen oranges, 2/3 have become bad. If 3 oranges are taken out from the box at random, what is the probability that at least 1 orange out of 3 oranges picked up is good? So you are given a box is carrying 1 dozen oranges, 1/3 have become bad. For this formula, what formula we have? NCR is equal to n factorial divided by r factorial into n minus r factorial, right? So in this case, we have to make the selection. See, the number is equal to 12C3, right? So because out of the dozen bananas, 1/3 became bad if 3 oranges are taken out. So out of them, out of the 12 oranges, the 3 have to be taken out. So how many combinations are possible? This is equal to n factorial, that is 12 factorial, divided by r, that is 3 factorial, n minus r, that is equal to 9 factorial. So this is 12 into 1 into 10, 9 factorial will okay, just let's write down. 3 into 2 into 9 factorial, they will cancel out. And this is 6, this will cancel at 2. So you will have 220. So there are 220 possible combinations for this. Now number of selection of 3 oranges out of the total of 12 oranges. This is equal to 220, right? Number of selection of 3 bad oranges. Number of selection of 3 bad oranges out of 4 bad oranges is 4C3, that is equal to 4 factorial upon 3 factorial into 4 minus 3, that is equal to 1 factorial, which will give you the answer as 4 only, right? Now, the required number. So, this is equal to number of desired selection of oranges, that is equal to 220 minus 4, which is equal to 216. So probability of the event to happen is equal to NE upon SE, which is equal to 216 upon 220, that is equal to 54 upon 55. So let's check what we have in the answer. We have option D as the correct answer to the problem. Hope you got this. Let's move to the next question, number 65. The probability of taking a red king from a pack of 52 cards is what? So it's pretty easy question. You know the formula for probability. It's number probability, number of favorable cases upon number of total cases, or you can say simply outcomes, right? So you have to find out a red king. There is only, okay, there are actually 2 red kings, right? One, you have the red heart king and the diamond king, right? So there are 2 red kings. So we have 2 as the favorable cases, and how many total cards are there? There are 52 cards. So total favorable cases are 52. That means 1 upon 26. This is the probability of getting a red king from 52 cards. Hence, we have option C as the correct answer to this question. Hope you got this. Let's move to the next question, number 66. A sum of rupees 1300 is divided between A, B, C, D such that A's share upon B's share is equal to B's share upon C's share. Let's write it down. So you are given A's share upon B's share is equal to B's share upon C's share is equal to C's share upon D's share. And this is equal to 2 by 3. And the total sum is 1300 rupees. Right? So from here, you easily see. See, if I'm picking the first pair, from here you can say 3A is equal to 2B. Also, 3B is equal to 2C. Also, 3C is equal to 2D. Hope this is clear. Now, since 1300 is divided in A, B, C, D. So, this is divided in A, B, C, and D. Right? Let's write everything in terms of A. So, you can write 1300 is equal to A plus. What is B from here? So, B from here is 3 by 2A. C, if you will solve, C is equal to 3 by 2B. B was equal to 3 by 2A. So, this is equal to 9 by 4A. Similarly, for D is equal to 3 by 2C. C is equal to 9 by 4A. So, this comes out to be 27 upon 8A. Hope you are getting this. So, 1300 is equal to, I'm taking A outside. Let's take the LCM. You will have 8 as this. Here you will have, give me a minute. Right. So this is 1, right? I'm taking this one. This is 1 into A. So plus 12, 18, 27. So A is equal to 1300 into 8, and adding all of them, you will get, this is 38 and 27. So 65, right? And on solving this further, you will get the value of A as 160. And this is what you have to find out, right? You have to find out A's share. So this is 160. Hence, option B stands to be the correct answer to this question. Hope you got this. Next is question number 67. A sum of rupees 2500 becomes this much in 2 years at a certain compound interest rate. What will be the sum in 4 years? So you are given the principal to be 2500 rupees, and the amount came out to be 8100 rupees. The sum of this becomes this in 2 years. So here the time is equal to 2 years, and I don't know the rate. I'll let it be R only, right? So from here, first of all, let's get the rate. See, it's compounded. So amount is equal to principal 1 plus rate upon 100 raised to power n. Amount is equal to 8100. This is equal to 2500. 1 plus, I don't know what the rate is, upon 100 raised to the power 2. These two zeros will get cancelled, and 81 upon 25 is equal to 1 plus R upon 100 raised to power 2. This is equal to 9 upon 5 raised to power 2 is equal to 1 plus R upon 100 raised to power 2. That means 1 plus R upon 100 is equal to 9 upon 5. So R upon 100 came out to be 4 upon 5, or R is equal to 80%. Got this value? R, we got it, right? What we had to find out? What will be the sum in 4 years? We got everything, right? We got the basic sum, we got the rate now, and we have the time also. Let's solve it. So now, after 4 years, amount is equal to principal, which is equal to 2500. 1 plus 80 upon 100 raised to the power 4. So this comes out to be 2500, 41. Sorry, not 41. It's, let's solve it. 4 and 5. So this has got to be 9 by 5. Raised to power 4. Okay. So 2500 into 9 by 5 into 9 by 5. 9 by 5, 9 by 5. This is equal to 26,244 rupees. So according to this, what we have, option D as the correct answer to the problem. Hope you got this. Next is question number 68. A number of friends decided to go on a picnic and planned to spend 96 rupees on eatables. Four of them, however, did not turn up. As a consequence, the remaining ones had to contribute 4 rupees each extra. The number of those who were ready for the picnic. See, over here, first of all, let's assume the number of people because we don't know that. Let's assume the number of people to be X. Now, amount spent over here, amount to be spent initially was 96 rupees. So, the contribution of each person, contribution of each person is equal to 96 upon X. So, four people did not show up. Therefore, now the new number of people is equal to X minus 4. So now contribution. See, now it is saying you one thing more. Okay, see it over. Contribution of each person should be actually 96 upon X minus 4. Now it is saying that others had to pay 4 rupees extra. Had to pay rupees 4 extra. So that means that this 96 upon X minus 4 minus 96 upon X is equal to 4. Let's take the LCM. X into X minus 4 is equal to, I've taken the LCM and see one thing, I'll take the 96 common. So let it be outside. It will be easier to do the calculations. So it will be X minus 4 is equal to 4. This will cancel out at 24. So you have excess will cancel and you will have 4 into 24 is equal to X into X minus 4. X square minus 4. X minus 96 is equal to 0. So let's do the splitting the middle term. Then you will have the two factors as X minus 12 and X plus 8 is equal to 0. So that means X can be 12 or minus 8. See, minus 8 is not possible. So therefore, we have the number of people who are ready to go to the picnic as 12. Right? Hope you got this. So we have option A as the correct answer to this problem. Hope you got this. Next is question number 69. It says there are two trains of the same length moving in the same direction. So two trains are moving in the same direction. The first train crosses a post in 7 seconds and second train crosses it in, there's a post. So this post is crossed by the first train in 7 seconds and second train crosses the same post in 8 seconds. How much time first train takes to cross the second train? So that means, see, this is faster and this is slower one, right? So what time will it take by the first train to cross the second train? Now, first thing is time taken by first train is equal to 7 seconds and the second train is equal to 8 seconds. Now the length, first of all, let the length of first train is equal to X meters. So speed of the first train, X upon 7 meter per second. See, both the trains have the same length. So speed of second train, this is equal to this much. Now the relative speed, because they are moving in the same direction. So it will be difference of two speeds. That means x minus 7, x minus 8, which gives you x upon, sorry, x upon 7 minus x upon 8, which gives you x upon 56 meters per second. Now the total time taken to cross each other. Total time taken to cross each other is equal to total distance upon relative speed. So total distance, see, first train x length, second train x length. So total distance is x plus x divided by the relative speed. So 2x upon x multiplied by 56. You will have 112 seconds as the answer. So that means after 112 seconds, after 112 seconds, first train will cross the second train. So we have option D as the correct answer to this question. Hope you got this. Next is question number 70. If the length of a rectangle is 60 centimeter and breadth is 40 centimeter and a man want to go through the diagonal of that rectangle. So see, if this is the rectangle, length of the rectangle is 60 centimeter and width is 40 centimeter, and man wants to go through the diagonal of the rectangle with the speed of 3 kilometer per hour, then the time taken is equal to what? So three things are given: speed, length, and width, right? Now, first of all, if I want to find out the length of the diagonal. So you know the diagonal is given by root of Pythagoras theorem we are using over here. Root of length square plus breadth square, right? This is length and this is equal to breadth, which is equal to root of 60 square plus 40 square, that is 3600 plus 1600, that is equal to uh yeah, so 3600 plus 1600, this is equal to root of 0025, right? Question number 70, it says if the length of the rectangle is 60 centimeter and the breadth is 40. There's a correction in the sum. It should be 80. It is actually 80 centimeter. And a man want to go through the diagonal of that rectangle with a speed of 3 kilometers per hour. One thing more to notice over here is that the units of the dimensions over here, they are given in centimeters. And the speed is given in kilometers per hour. So you have to make the changes. Necessary changes have to be made. So according to the question, you are given this is the length, this is the width, and this is the speed of the man who is walking through the diagonal. I hope you know the necessary distance formula and area of the rectangle formula, Pythagoras theorem and everything. So let's go to the solution. This is the right. This is 60 centimeter and this is equal to, actually, this is the longer side, no problem. It's 80 centimeters. And this is the diagonal through which the man walks, right? Let this be A, B, C, D. So over here, you can see AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square, Pythagoras theorem. Correct? So that means AC square is equal to 60 square plus 80 square, which gives you AC is equal to root of 3600 plus 6400, or this is equal to root of 10,000, that is equal to 100 centimeters. And this is equal to 1 meters. Correct? So now this is the distance through which the man has to walk. And the speed through which the man walks is given to you as 3 kilometers per hour, which should be converted into meter per second because we are given the units over here as meter. So this is equal to 3 into 5 upon 18, that is equal to 15 upon 18 meter per second. Correct? Yeah. So now the time taken, time is equal to distance upon speed. Distance, we know that was 1 meter and the speed is 15 upon 18, which gives you 18 by 15 actually, which gives you 6 by 5. So time taken by the man to cover the diagonal distance is 6 by 5. That means we have options A as the correct answer to the question. Hope you got this. Next is question number 71. The average monthly income of P and Q is 3,000. Average monthly income of Q and R is this much. Average monthly income of P and R is this much. Let's write down. You are given average monthly income of P and Q is equal to 3,000 rupees. Q and R is rupees 3,250. P and R is rupees 4,200. Right? So first thing to do, we will assume. Now let's go with the solution. Let P's income be X, Q's income be Y, and R's income be Z. Then according to the question, you are given that average of P and Q's income. P and Q's income is 3,000. So P plus Q is equal to 3,000. Also, then it was Q and R, Q upon 2. Q and R's average is 3,250. And then you had in the last is P and R. They had the average income as 4,200. Right? So now we assume this to be P as X and Y. This is equal to 6,000. This is Y plus Z. This is equal to 6,500. And Z plus X is equal to 8,400. These are the three equations. Now we have three variables to find out and we have three equations. Easy to go. So let it be number 1, number 2, and this be number 3. Now performing equation 1 minus equation 2, you will subtract this and you will get X minus Z is equal to minus 500. Also, I'll take next these two equations, right? Subtracting these two equations. Now, equation 3 minus equation 2, right? I'll get this was Z plus X minus this. This will be, wait, I have Z and X right over here. So I don't need to perform this. I'll just pick, see, this is X minus Z and I'll pick up Z plus X over here. There's no need to perform it. Okay. So this is X plus Z from equation 3. X plus Z is equal to 8,400. Now adding them, you will have 2X is equal to 7,900, which gives you X is equal to 3,950. And this is what you had to find out. You had to find out monthly income of P, which was assumed to be X. So we got our answer 3,950. That is option B as the correct answer to this problem. Hope you got this. Next question number 72. The speed of the boat downstream is this much. The speed of the boat upstream is this much. What is the speed of the stream? So first thing, you are given two speeds. Downstream speed 12 kilometer per hour and upstream speed is 6 kilometers per hour. Now let's assume speed of boat in still water is X kilometer per hour, and we are assuming the speed of stream This is what we have to find out. Y kilometer per hour. Now, according to the question, I have to see the downstream. While the downstream, the two speeds will add because both are traveling, right? For the downstream, the two speeds will add, and for the upstream, the two speeds will subtract. So, according to the question, x plus y is equal to 12 and x minus y is equal to 6. If I will add both of them, I'll get 2x is equal to 18 or x is equal to 9 kilometers per hour. If x is 9 kilometers per hour, you had x plus y is equal to 12, then y will be equal to 3 kilometers per hour. And this is what you had to find out. You had to find out the speed of the stream, which is why that means we have option B as the correct answer to the question. Hope you got this. Next question number 73. Now the sum of four numbers is 64. If you add 3 to the first number, 3 subtracted from the second number, third number is multiplied by 3 and the fourth is divided by 3. The results are equal. All the results are equal. What is the difference between the largest and the smallest of the original numbers? Right. So first thing, we are assuming the four numbers to be, let's say, let four numbers be A, B, C, and D. Now you are given that if you add 3 to the first number, 3 is subtracted from the second number, third number is multiplied by 3, and fourth is divided by 3. You will get all the results as same. Correct? This is correct. Now let this thing be something equal to x. That means A is equal to x minus 3, B is equal to x plus 3, C is equal to x by 3, and D is equal to 3x. Also, we know one thing, that the sum of these four numbers is 64. So that means we have A plus B plus C plus D is equal to 64. X minus 3, x plus 3, x upon 3, 3x, this is equal to 64. So this will cancel out and you will have 5x plus x upon 3 is equal to 64, which will give you 16. X upon 3 is equal to 64. This will cancel at 4 and you will have x value as 12. So you got the three numbers, right? Then three numbers were A. A was equal to x minus 3. That means this is 9. B was equal to x plus 3, which is equal to 15. C was equal to x upon 3. That means 4. And D is equal to 3x, which is equal to 3 2s, that means 36. So you got the four numbers as this. What you had to find out in the question was difference between the largest and the smallest of the original numbers. So what is the largest number? 36. Smallest number is 4. Difference between them is 32. So we got our answer as 32. Let's check. We have option D as the correct answer to the question. Hope you got this. Next is question number 74. The value of this expression. So these expressions look something really weird, but it's very easy. This is a mixed fraction question. So first of all, convert the mixed fraction into a normal, proper, or actually not proper, it's improper fraction only. So let's change it first. You will have 5 upon, this is something 15 by 8 of 4 by 3 multiplied by 21 upon 10 whole divided by 7 upon 2 of means multiply 5 by 4, right? So this will be first, let's do the calculations over here. This will go at 2, 5. So this is something 5 divided by 5 by 2 multiply 21 upon 10 divided by 7 upon 2 multiplied by 5 upon 4. Quite a lot simplified now. So this is 5 5 multiplied 2 multiplied 21 upon 10, 2 upon 7, 5 upon 4. So this will cancel and these two will cancel. This will cancel 3 and you have over here. So you get the answer as 3 by 2. Let's check with the options. 3 by 2 is option A. So we have this answer. Option A stands to be the correct answer to the problem. Hope you got this. Next is question number 75. If a man buys 12 books for 100 rupees and again buys 8 books for 100 rupees, now he is selling 8 books in 100 rupees. What will be his profit percent? So see, first thing, he purchases how many books? 12 and 8. So total books 20, it is equal to 20 and the total cost is equal to 100 plus 100, that is 200 rupees, right? So now, selling price of 8 books, you are given 100 rupees. So see, from here, I can calculate cost price of one book, which is equal to 10 rupees, right? And if I'm taking total over here, and then selling price of one book, this is equal to 100 upon 8. So I'll just keep it 25 upon 2. Okay, rupees, which is equal to 12.5 rupees. Now, see, obviously the selling price is bigger. So profit is equal to 12 point, that is selling price minus cost price, right? So it is 2.5 rupees. You have to find out the profit percent. That is 2.5 divided by 10 multiplied by 100, which will give you 25%. So 25% is a profit percent which is earned by that man. So I have this option D as the correct answer to the problem. Hope you got this. Next is question number 76. It says B is son of A is daughter of C. What is the relation between B and C? So you are given 3 entities, A, B, and C. First thing, B is son. So that means it's a male, right? And see, we are having some denotions. I'll represent male by a circle. I'll represent female by a rectangle or a square. And this represents generation, next generation. Right? So first thing, B is son of A. So B is son. So B is a male. Son of A, there is a generation gap. Next, A is daughter of C. So first thing, A is a female. From here, I get that A is a female of, and A is daughter of C. Nothing is told about C, whether it's a male or female, I don't know. Next thing, it's asking relationship between B and C. Now look at the options. Mother, grandmother, aunt, and sister. All the options represents that it's a female, right? So C is a female. So that means relationship between B and C. It's a 2 generation gap between B and C. It's a 2 generation gap between them, right? So obviously from here, you have that it's option B, that C is grandmother of B. Nothing else, right? Because B is son of A is daughter of C. So that means B is grandchild of C, or C is grandmother of B. So that means we have option B as the correct answer to this problem. Hope you got this. Next is question number 77. Next term of 61, 68, 82, and 92 is, see, let's write the terms. 61, 68, 82, and 92. Then you have to find out what will come at the place of question mark. Right. So look at one thing. Here I'm adding a 7. Over here I'm adding 14. Then I'm adding a 10. And over here, I don't know what I have to add. So if you look at the numbers, see what I'm adding over here. I'm adding 7. This is 6 plus 1, that is equal to 7, right? This is 68. 6 plus 8 is equal to 14. This is 82. 8 plus 2 is equal to 10. This is 92. So 9 plus 2, it's 11. When I'm adding 11 to 92, I get 103. So that means option D stands to be the correct answer to this problem. Hope you got this. Next is question number 78. What is the next term of the number series 66, 36, and 18? Okay, so you have 3 numbers and you have to find out the fourth one. 66, 36. You are looking at one thing, the numbers are decreasing. It's important, right? So, okay. But over here, if I see 6 6 are 36, 6 3s are 18. Similarly, 1 8s are 8. So I got my answer. Pretty easy question. It's option B, which stands to be the correct answer. Hope you got this. Next question number 79. You have to find out the odd one out. Penguins, alligator, turtle, and tortoise. Which is the odd one out of these 3? So penguins, if I see penguins, alligator, turtle, tortoise, I have penguins is the odd one out because all other are reptiles, but penguins are classified as birds. All of them are reptiles. Hope you got this. So I have option A as the correct answer to my question. Next is question number 80. What is a suitable Venn diagram for the following? Mother, women, and officer. So mother, women, and officer, if you look at this one, see, this is option A. Here is mother, here is officer, and here is woman. And the second one, mother, woman, officer. Okay, so that means this one represents that no officer is a woman and no officer is a mother, right? Let's go with the third one. This shows 3. So they are having 2 are having connections and 1 is not having any connection. Over here, these 2 are having connections and this is not having any connection. All right. Question number 80. What is the suitable Venn diagram for mother, women, officer? So let's draw it. First of all, if I'll draw something like this, this is for women. So some women, maybe mother. Actually, all mothers are women, right? So I'll keep the mother inside women like this. Officer. Now, some officers may be women, maybe mother as well, and some may not be. So I'll draw officers like this. Right? Look at that. It matches not with option A, not with B, not with C. Yes, it exactly matches with option D. So we have the answer D, option D as the answer to the problem. Hope you understood this. Let's move to the next question. Question number 81. You have to find out the odd one out from the following: doctor, engineer, and architecture. Easy to find out what is the odd one out. It's of course architecture, because doctors and engineers, they both are persons, human beings, whereas architecture, they're not the human beings, it's actually the art. Architects are the ones who perform architecture, but architecture is not related to, is not a person. So I have option C, as the correct answer to the question. Hope you got this. Next is question number 82. You have to find out the suitable Venn diagram for the following: river, pool, and well. So here is pool, river, and well. These things, 3 things are absolutely different, and this is the water source. So over here, this is pool, river, and over here, this is well. See, this is wrong. Pool and river, they don't have any connection. This is incorrect. Actually, this is one is correct. Is it showing the relationship between river and well? No. All 3 are interconnected? No. all water sources, but they don't have anything in common. Pool, river, and well, they are different ones. So I have option A as the correct answer. Next is question number 83. The temple is coded as 71. The tempest will be coded how? For that, to solve this question, see, the temple is coded as 71. You have to find out, you must know the alphabetical place value table for this. Alphabetical place value table. This is a very important table because questions will use mental ability questions. Number of questions will be based on this table. So let's make that once. For the rest of the questions, you must note it down and keep it handy also in your exams because this will be very useful. So let's make it A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 2, 23, 24, 25, and 26. Right now, the temple for T, I have 20, E is at 5, M 13, P is at 16, L is at 12, and E is at 5. Let's add them. 20 plus 5 plus 13 plus 16 plus 12 plus 5. So this will be something like, let's add 30 plus 13. This is 43 plus 28, which is equal to 71. So that means I got it, right? The temple, I have to write the place value table of all the alphabets of temple, which comes out to be, and add them, which comes out to be 71. For tempest, I have to note it down. So let's go for the tempest. T is at 20. E is at 5. M is at 13. P is at 16. E is at 5. S 19. And this is at 20. Let's add them. 20 plus 5 plus 13, 16, 5, 19, and 20. So this will be something 50 plus 29 plus 19. This gives me 29. Wait. Yeah, this is 38. Right? Give me a minute. Oh, yeah, sorry, this is 48. Right, so the sum is equal to 98. Now the code for the tempest will be equal to 98. That means I have option C as the correct answer to the problem. Hope you got this. Let's move to the next question, number 84. A man pointed towards a picture and said, "She is the only daughter of the only child of my mother." So what will be the relationship between his wife and that girl? Question number 84. A man pointed towards a picture and said, "She is the only daughter of the only child of my mother." So what will be the relationship between his wife and that girl? Okay, let's write down. Here they are saying it's my mother, right? You can write down mother over here. So everything is being talked about from the perspective of that man. Man pointed out to a picture and said, "She is the only daughter of only child of my mother." So this is mother of that man, right? Mother of that man. Okay. So now it's saying only child. So that means this man is the only child, right? A circle represents a male. Now, she is the only daughter. So this is she, the girl, is daughter of this man. So what will the relationship between his wife? His wife married, so they are couple. Wife. See, over here, there are some terminologies. The rectangle is representing females. Circles represent males. Um, vertical line represents generation, next generation. Vertical line represents siblings, though there are no siblings over here. And the double line represents husband-wife. That means they are married or couple. Okay. So now the relationship between his wife and the girl. Of course, if the man is if the girl is daughter of man, his wife is the mother of that girl, right? So they have the relationship of mother. That means option B stands to be the correct answer. Hope you got this. Let's move to the next question. Question number 85. Dog bark, that means there is a relationship between dog and bark. Similar relationship exists between bird and what? Options are bleats, howl, grunt, or chirp. Well, bleats is a sound made by sheep. Howl is a sound made by wolf. Grunt, sound made by pigs. And chirp, this is the sound made by birds. As the dogs, they make a bark, and when they produce noise, they bark, they produce sound by barking. Similarly, birds chirp. So I have option D as the correct answer. Hope you got this. Next is question number 86. Pointing to a man, Reena said, he is the son of my grandmother's only child. How is the man related to Reena? So, see, let's draw the diagram over here. First thing is said that Reena said he is the only son of my grandmother's only child. Let's make grandmother over here. This rectangle represents female. Okay, now we'll be having some terminologies. This rectangle will be representing females. Circle will be representing males. A vertical line will be representing generation, next generation, generation next, and horizontal line will represent siblings. Now, here was grandmother. It said he is the son of my grandmother's only child. So grandmother's only child. I don't know whether it's a female or male. So I'll keep it as such. I'll just write down only child. Son of, so here is son. Son is a male. I'll put in a circle. Now, he is son of my grandmother's only child. How is Reena related? How is the man related to Reena? Since this son is a grandchild of mother, it is said that Reena is pointing to him and saying he's son of my grandmother's. So that means this is grandmother of Reena also, and Reena is a girl, right? My grandmother. So here is Reena. That means Reena and son, they both have the common grandmother. That means they both are what? They both are siblings. This is a girl. Reena is a girl and son is a boy, right? So how is man related to Reena? He's brother of Reena. That means option B stands to be the correct answer to this question. Hope you got this. Let's move to the next question. Question number 87. Anatomy is related to zoology. The same way, horticulture is related to which branch? Is it related to chemistry, medicine, mechanics, or botany? Well, anatomy is a branch of zoology. Similarly, horticulture, this is the branch of botany. See, if I talk about the horticulture, this is a study or practice of growing flowers, fruits, vegetables, plants. And this all comes under the botany, which is a science branch, right? Which is a biology branch actually. So that means I have got my answer as option D. Hope you got this. Next is question number 88. In a certain code, mountain is written as this, officers is written as this. You have to find out the same rule. Using the same rule, you have to find out the code for services. So first thing, you are given that mountain, MOUNTAIN. This is written as, these are the four words, alphabets. These are the four alphabets. So it's written as UNMOINTA. So you see this thing, M moves over here, U moves over here, O moves over here, and N moves over here. So they are moving parallelly, right? So T over here, A over here, I here, and N here. It is moving like this. So that means first and second terms are interchanged with third and fourth, and fifth and sixth terms are interchanged with seventh and eighth. Let's check the same rule applies for officers. O, F, F, I, C, E, R, S. And it's coded as F, I, O, F, R, S, C, E. So O has moved over here, F over here, this over here, and this over here. Same rule, C, E, R, and S. So that means it's easy to find out. We got our rule. Let's find out the correct answer for services. S, E, R, V, I, C, E, S. So I'm taking the 4 pairs. S will move over here. E here. R and V. So I have R, V, S, E, and then I will move here, C here, E and S. So this is E, S, I, C. According to it is R, V, S, E, E, S, I, C. That means R, V, S, E, E, S, I, C is option A. So I have option A as the correct answer to my question. Hope you got this. Let's move to the next question. Question number 89. A dice is rolled twice and 2 positions are shown in the figure, A and B. What is the number of dots at the bottom of the face when the dice is in position A? So you have to find out at this position how many dots are shown in the at the bottom, right? So it may be 1 or 5 or 6, right? So let's go. So over here, let's see. Yeah. First thing, in the two figures A and B, it is shown that 3, 4, 1, and 5. So 3, 4, 1. Question number 89. A dice is rolled twice and 2 positions are shown in the figure. What is the number of dots at the bottom of the face when the dice is in position A? So look at the two positions A and B. You have to find out what will be the bottom face. How many dots will be there at the bottom face in the position A dice. So see, one thing's for sure. Here is 2, here is 3, here are the 5 dots, 4 dots. So that means the bottom face will have either 1 or 5 or 6 dots. And out of these options 1, 5, and 6, only 6 is present. So that means probably, most probably, like not most probably, more than 90% that option C is our answer. This is one thing. Second thing, you are given that in figures A and B, 3, 4, 1 and 5. 1 and 5 dots. They are adjacent to 2 dots in both the cases, right? So thus 6 dots must be opposite to the face, 2 dots face. 6 dot face must be opposite to 2 dots face, right? And over here, the 2 dots are in the top one. So that means the bottom one will have the 6 dots. So in either of the cases, we got the 6th answer. So that means option C stands to be the correct one. Hope you got this. Next is question number 90. Mohan walks 3 kilometers to the east and turns south and walks 4 kilometers, and again he turns west and walks 6 kilometers. How far is Mohan from the initial point? Okay, so let's see Mohan's movement in terms of this figure. Hope you know the directions. This is north, this is south, here is east and west over here. This is northeast, this is southeast, southwest, and northwest. So these are the directions. Now it is saying you Mohan walks 3 kilometers to the east. So that means if Mohan starts from here, A, Mohan walks 3 kilometers to the east and reaches B and then turns south. So he turns south and again walks for 4 kilometers. He reaches at some point C. He again turns west and walks 6 kilometers. So now he turns west and he reaches over here and he walks 6 kilometers this time. How far is Mohan from the initial point? So this is the initial point. This is the final point. You have to actually find out what is the value of AD. So easy as that, right? This is a right angle triangle. If I'm naming this one as D, ADE is right angled triangle. So in this triangle, you know, AE is 4. This was 3. So this is also equal to 3. AD square is equal to AE square plus DE square. AD, I don't know. And AE is 4 plus 3. That means 25. So AD is equal to root of 25. That becomes plus minus 5. You can't have the negative value. So AD becomes 5 kilometers only. And this is the distance which was asked for, AD. That means I have option B as the correct answer to this question. Hope you got this. Let's move to the next question, number 91. You have to find out the missing number. Okay, so this is the question mark and this is the missing number. You have to find out what is it. Let's see. So you see one thing, if I'm moving from 5 to 9, I'm adding a 4, adding a 3, 2, 1. So now what will I add is 0, right? 15 plus 0 gives me 15. So 15 will come at the place of question mark. That means I have option C, D as the correct answer to the question. Hope you got this. Let's move to the next question. What is a suitable Venn diagram for toad, butterfly, and kangaroo? Actually, these three, they don't have any relationship with each other. They all are different from each other. All are different. So they are different. This is kangaroo, this is toads and butterflies. So they are all different. I think option A stands to be the correct one. This represents a relationship between toads and butterflies, which is wrong. This represents a relation that some toads are kangaroos, which is wrong again. Some butterflies are kangaroos, again wrong. All the three are absolutely different from each other. Looking at that, option A stands to be the correct answer. Hope you got this. Next is question number 93. You have to find out the odd one out from the following: bluebird, barefoot, bristled, and bookworm. See, all are animal or insect instead of barefoot. Bluebird, bristled, or bookworm. So that means I got my answer, barefoot. That is option B is the correct answer to this question. Next is question number 94. You have to find out the Venn diagram for daughter, brother, and males. So see, if I make the Venn diagram for this, daughter, mother, and males. Let's make brother. Sorry, this is brother. So all brothers are males. This is for sure, right? All brothers are males. And daughter, brother, males, they don't have any connection. Daughters are separate. Okay. Daughters have no relationship between brother and males. Daughters are absolutely different. So looking at that, option A and B are incorrect. Let's look at C. Yes. This is also incorrect. So I got my answer as option C. Hope you got this. Next is question number 95. So from the figure A, B, C, D, select the figure which satisfies the same condition of placement of dots as given in the figure. So you look at the figure very closely and you have to find out what is the correct, which satisfies the same condition of placement of dots as shown in the figure. So look at all the options and then I come back to my sum. You have to look at the position of the stars very carefully. By the clear observation, we can conclude that one star exists only in the pentagon. One is common to the pentagon and the quarter circle, and one star is common to the pentagon and the oval. So this type of figure, if I look at option A, no, it's not there. B, no. C, yes, this is the common one. See, this is the correct arrangement of the figure which is satisfying the positioning of the stars, placement of the dots as shown in the figure. So that means I have option C as my correct answer. Hope you got this. Let's move to the next question. Question number 95. From the figure A, B, C, D, select the figure which satisfies the same condition of placement of dots as shown in the figure. So these dots, you have to clearly observe the positioning of the three dots, and according to that, you have to find out which will be the correct answer according to the given dots positioning. Okay, let's understand the position of the dots first. So in the question, by the clear observation, one star or one dot exists in the pentagon only, one between the pentagon and the quarter circle, and one between the pentagon and the oval. Okay, so if I look at the first figure, so there is nothing like over here. The pentagon lies inside the quarter circle. This is not according to the placement of the dots. This is not the correct placement of the figure. There the quarter circle is outside, so obviously not. So over here, if I look at the third one, yes, it is satisfying this portion, this position. This portion is pentagon and the oval. This portion is existing between the pentagon and the quarter circle, and this is only for the pentagon. So this is there. And over here, no, this is not again the correct one, because pentagon and oval, they don't have any connection. So that means clearly I got option C as the correct answer. Hope you got this. Next is question number 96. From the given figure, you have to select the one in which the question figure is hidden or embedded. Let's go. So this is a simple Y, right? You have to look for the Y. There is no Y over here. So no. Second one also don't have any Y thing. So no. I can't find a Y over here. No, it's not there. Yes, there is a Y. Look at this one. This one. Right? So I got my option D as the correct answer. Next is question number 97. You have to observe the first two figures, try to understand how they are related. And then according to that, you have to find out what will come at the place of question mark. Let's go for this. So first of all, number of sides of a polygon over here. This is number of sides to this. This is 5 pentagon. And over here, the number of sides are decreasing by 1. That means now I have a 4 over here, right? Similarly, I have a 6-sided figure over here. Now it will be reduced to a 5-sided figure. And a 5-sided figure is, of course, a pentagon. So a complete closed pentagon inside, then an open pentagon outside, which will be actually one side less. So you will have something like This is open here. This is now it will be opened like this. Okay, it should be opened outside. So according to that, this is not the correct one because it is opened inside. This is a square. I need a 5-sided figure. This is a 4-sided figure. So no. Next one. This is the 6-sided figure. So no. Now, yes, this is a 5-sided figure which is closed inside and open outside. This is open outside and closed inside. So that means option D stands to be the correct answer. Hope you got this one also. And next is question number 98. You have to find out the odd one out. So let's look at the figures very carefully. I have a circle which is one part shaded, oval shape, again one part shaded, oval shape again, one part shaded, and this is out of the 4 parts, one part is shaded. And over here, I'm having a square for which one part is shaded. Okay, so if I look at all the figures very carefully, just look at them. I'll see over here. This is all the parts, all the 4 figures, they are having one part shaded, one part shaded. 4 out of the 4, one is shaded, of course, right? And see, in the first figure, they have, the first figure is having the upper right part, right? This is the lower right part shaded. Even this one is the lower right. And in this figure also, I have the lower right part shaded. So all figures, I have the 4 parts shaded, right? And only the first one is the one in which upper right part is shaded. So that means this is the odd one out, right? Next is question number 99. You have to find out out of the 4 alternatives, which when placed in the blank space will complete the pattern. So let's complete the pattern here only. Let's try to complete. This is, let's complete this circle. So this is the one, I'll complete this. And then a triangle over here, which is of course shaded inside like this. All right. So this is shaded and I'll have one line from here to here. So according to this, let's see which will be the correct fill. Not this one, but yes, I filled something like this. Of course, I filled something like this. So yes, option B. No, I didn't shade this part. I shaded this part. So this is not the correct one. Even this is not the correct one. But I have option B as the correct answer. Hope you got this. Let's move to the last question of the paper, students. This is the last one, and I think pretty easy one. You can tell the answer even before me. This is for sure. Let's complete the figure. You have to complete the you have to find out the pattern for which it will complete the figure. Okay. So first of all, I'll complete the circle. This is the first thing for which the circle will be completed. And then after completing the circle, you have one thing here, and of course, I'll have something over here and here, right? So looking at that one, let's check which is the correct option. I think I have done it complete. Yeah, I made 3 things. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, let's look. So this is not the one. This is not the one. Yes, this is the one. Even this is not the one. So I have option C as the answer to the question very clearly. So students, this is the last question of the paper. Hope you understood the paper clearly well. And if you have any problem, you can rewind the video and go through it once more. You can also visit our website www.examsnet.com or download our app, for which you can get the link in the description box. So students, keep studying, keep rising high, keep shining like a star, and best of luck for your exam. Hope you study well and crack your exams pretty well also. Best of luck. Bye.